Marvin, excuse me, Marvin, away a little bit. Bye. Right. All right. Okay. We're going to start with our sponsors and then pick up where we have to be careful where we leave our shoes, Jamie. All right? Okay, a year of learning
My
by
age, I would like to. The people just got to see
It's awesome getting around with it. Okay, year of learning by Sue and I, Garland, member Philippine. Been around 3 years, been around 3 years. Joseph may have been around 3 years, Pena Riff, Pro Rosner, about around 3 years. In the memory of family murdered in the Holocaust, Harav Tzvi Hirsch ben Shlomo Yaakov, Yisrael David ben Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Ephraim ben Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Adia bat Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Miriam bat Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Pesel bat Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Shalom ben Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Shlomo Yaakov ben Harav, Shmuel ben Harav Tzvi Hirsch, Leslie and Gail Kaplan in memory of their parents, Harry and Marjorie Sedell, Irving and Pearl Kaplan. Friends of Nehemiah Nestor, any friends of Stephen Vigor, the Zecher Nishmat Chamelech ben Meir Leib Halevi, friend of Marcia Kurtz, in memory of her great niece Leah Bracha. We have that's a mistake. I got one here that's down from February 25th to June 3rd. Okay, all right. A month of learning, right? That's more than a month, though. Okay.
maybe take it 2 months.
Maybe. Lydia and Ed Krause's 50th anniversary. Okay, we have a month of learning from up finishing today with Jill and Perry Meltzer in memory of her father, Yaakov ben Yosef. We have a week of learning finishing today by Minnie Shavrik in memory of her husband, Yeshayahu ben Nehemiah Mordechai. And that is actually it for today. And Shem is having Aliyah, Frank Raphael, about the Yeshua Shematzliah, the Choban Israel, good to bench here. We're still learning for those cholim, particularly we said Yosef ben Zahav Esther.
How's Rabbi Oscar?
He's doing better. He was concerned that since he was not well, he'd want to share it with anybody. Right?
Could he believe after this?
Well, not if it's germs. Right? Okay, we are on Cafe Amud Aleph, the very top of the Amud. Okay. So what happens if you leave your shoes in the wrong place, in the wrong direction under the bed? Okay. What's bad about it? Rebbe says, Rebbe, ho'ilu muchar hadavar. Okay. In other words, it's a disgusting thing. Teitzei. That the need to arrange the divorce. Right? All right. What happened? Alim hafuchim reverse shoes, asks the Gemara. The Chazei demani. Go examine whose shoes they belong to. Okay. Ela makom min alim hafuchim. Rather that there is actually footprints or marks of the shoes. Okay, that are in the wrong direction. Okay, tachet ha'ita. It's not true. That's true. Well, we had that yesterday with rumors. Okay,
not a rule, but I can do the act in such a way that you would think that I did something.
true. Okay. V'hilchata
Here, the
kivat.
guy did
So
it.
why don't they use the mime to test them?
Okay.
Keep your shoes on.
Right?
Because they stopped doing that a long time ago.
Why don't they use the mime to test them?
Don't take off.
Good question.
They
Let's
stopped that in happening.
let's see if the Gemara addresses it. If not,
I don't need to witness the
They
mime,
terminated.
okay.
Long
Let's
before the mission, that was terminated.
okay. Let's see if we have any response in the Gemara.
I mean,
Where there's only with witnesses, okay, and the law is with Rebbe as well that she must be divorced. Now the Gemara challenges this. Kasha hilchata ahilchata. How can you have the law according to one in one way and the law the other?
According to both.
Lo kasha. It's not problematic. Ha bikala de pasik. Here in one case we have where the rumor stops. Ha bikala de lo pasik. And in another situation where the rumor did not stop. And so the Gemara says, kala de lo pasik, veleka edin karebi. It would seem that where the rumor has not stopped, according to Gemara question, the kala de lo pasik ad kama, how long is it normally a case that such rumors are rampant in the community? Okay. Amar Abai says, Abai Amra Le'en, my foster mother, stepmother, my lady who raised me, told me as follows, Dum mata yoma upalga. The rumors, I'm going to still use Dumi as rumors here.
Yeah.
Okay. The translation, around town, usually run for about a day and a half. Okay. Velo amran ela delo pasig bene bene. Okay. And that's not Century Village, I know, right?
what would turn a shoe? You leave your shoes up, I can never know.
Right? Pasig bene bene. Okay, if it stops, so to speak, in between here and there, hapasak, but here it stopped. Right? Velo amran ela delo pasamat yira. There, we're saying that it didn't stop in a situation, or the only reason it may have stopped was out of fear. Okay? About pasak mechamat yira, but if it stopped because of some sort of fear, mechamat yirahu, then that's simply out of fear.
And the guy has to divorce.
Right? Velo amran ela deleka oivin. But even there, either they went out and spread the rumor against the guy, or the reason the rumor stopped earlier is because people stopped talking about it, lest the guy be somebody who could, stop the rumors physically. Okay, stop people talking physically. Okay, Tnan Hatem. We learned there in the following. Okay, this was from the Gemara, I think, in Gittin. Hamotzi et ishto mishum shem ra. One who has divorced his wife due to a bad
Again,
reputation.
because of these rumors.
Okay, that could be. Okay, lo yachzir. He cannot take her back. Mishum neder. Divorced her because of a situation with a vow. Okay, lo yachzir. He cannot take. Kanas mahu shiotzi. If he did marry her, what's the status about having to divorce her? Amarle Tanena. He said, we learned this. After all, we have a Mishnah that teaches Hanit an al Eshet Ish, if there were rumors in regarding his involvement with a married woman, V'hotzi mitachet yado, and the initial or original husband divorced her. Afal pi shekanas yotzi, even though the rumored paramour, married her, he must divorce her. Amarle midami, can we say these situations are established the requirement for divorce? Lahacha otzi, and here in this case we see it was basically he divorced her. Okay.
Without going to bed.
Okay. Rabba bar Rav Nachman. What about Rabba bar Nachman? Matnitin, our Mishnah, Nami Hotziatna. It also taught the language of Hotzia. Apparently, he may have had a different use of the text. Okay, if it says he taught Hotzia versus Hotziuha.
In Gittin it says Hotziuhu. Here it says
Hotzia. Okay. Vakate, and still comparable. Haka here was the husband. Vahata Boel, and there was Rabbanan Lichnos. The rabbi said he should not marry her. Okay. Ve'im kanas yotzi, and if he took her in other words, married her, he must divorce her. Hachami hitu. Amre Rabbanan, the rabbis say, lo yachzir, he cannot take her back. Im kanat, and if he did bring her back in, yotzi, he must also divorce her. V'lo hi.
It's not really true.
So the Gemara says, well, no, the parallel is not exactly appropriate. Hatam alume alme lekola. There, what happens is by marrying the partner.
The husband initially threw her out. Then he checks in.
The rumor is examined, right?
But it's the husband who is satisfied that she's not
Velite, right?
and he takes it
And
back.
there is no.
So that becomes proof that the rumor.
There is no no validity to the rumor, and therefore, okay, it's not the appropriate situation.
If there's a child, what is the child considered?
If there is a child from what?
From this relation where they tell you was divorced.
A child from either the. Oh, wait. Okay. Go back a step. The husband is looking into whether the rumor and he has to determine whether there are really the grounds for him to divorce her. Okay. So he divorced. Okay. All right, Sid. Still he divorces her. Okay. And what happens? 9 months later, she had a kid. Okay. In that case, all right, if rumor is false, it's still considered his kid.
100%.
All right. Now,
I'm past that.
he divorced her. Who you're asking? Whose kid is it?
No, I'm not saying whose kid it is. I'm asking what is the child called after the
whatever the father names. There's a Gemara we'll get to that even a year after the husband goes overseas, it's considered the husband.
Your question is the child a mom's there or not? We'll see.
He met the
Gotta wait.
It's a boy.
after she got the ball first husband,
Right.
the bio married.
Right.
This was 3 months later, she waited and then married her. And then the business finds out that the bio has to divorce her, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and during that interim, after the business finds out, I have a child. Why is this child?
I think the Gemara is going to address this issue. Okay. I believe I haven't gotten that far ahead yet, to be honest. Okay. But the question is, under the circumstance, we know that basically, right, Asur Labal, Asur Boel. Right? Asur Labal, Asur Boel. Strategy is prohibited from both the first husband and the second husband. Right? Well, he's not her husband.
Very interesting concept. And yet a Kohen is not allowed to marry a Gerusha. And he does anyhow. It's
Mr. Schwartz had a problem, and Mr. Schwartz leaves, but he didn't give her a get yet. She fools around with a Negro, and she gives birth to a totally black child. In other words, there's no question that genetically it's the Boel's kid. Nevertheless, the halacha says that it's the father's kid, and he then later on, we're going to have a case where a man leaves his wife, and 12 months later, she has a baby. And Rabbi Yochanan says the baby liked it in the womb and lingered, and it's still the father's child. She didn't have a boy. Of moms forever and ever in that person's line.
I think we'll see the Gemara deal with that more. I'm not sure comparing it to the situation point is a parallel. Okay.
The Kohen still has to divorce her, and every time
Right.
he has to deal with her, it's an
That's it. Right? Not Nathan. Let's go on. Maybe get me with Dinat Hayam. This is going to sound familiar. Okay. Right. So one brings a get. All right. So this is the messenger who is bringing a get from overseas. V'amar b'fanai nechtav u'b'fanai nechtam. Okay. If I remember, this is the first Mishnah in Gittin. Right? Okay, and he says, before me it was written, before me it was signed. Okay, so he is a witness. Lo yisa et ishtar. Happens. Now he continues to testify. This is another scenario. Make person die. Haragtiv. I killed him.
The messenger says he's dead.
Right. That the woman's husband is dead. Okay? Harag, I killed him. Harag Nuhu. They killed him. Again, regarding the same individual messenger who's testifying, right? Lo yisad isha. He cannot marry this woman. Okay.
If he said,
All right, Lo say no, he cannot marry at all because the suffering.
because he is not an Eid, he'll get it over. So that's no way that we hold that he had a-
Hold on, Mike. Okay? Does the kid have that in our scroll? That's the scroll because of any no.
She did not marry anyone for because
The husband, right? He killed the husband. Okay, so Rebbe Yehuda is arguing. If he says, I killed him, she cannot marry at all. Okay, they killed him. Okay, to not say they killed him. We killed him.
who is he? It's we. I was in the gang and we killed.
Not say woman may marry.
But not him.
Okay,
To another guy.
okay, Gemara. All right. Other than love, because we're not relying on him. Isa at Ishto. It would imply that he may marry that woman, right? The person giving the testimony. Vahamate, and if he said the person, the original, the husband, the love of Samchina, because we're not relying on him. The Amar, as the master said, Isha Daika Umensaba, that a woman examines the situation regarding marriage. Utani, and we teach the following: Lo et but nevertheless a tesitat that cannot marry that man's wife. Hatam leka katava hacha ikika. Now we come back to testify and testify that I can't. And saw the review how to and how to go. Who we killed. Okay. At each okay. That we that testifies that he modified his will. What happens? Consideration. The Torah specifically prohibits him from any kind of valid testimony. Shani Isha. And if you're going to say the list of testimony over the status of regards to a issue of testimony, and might be in the case of Edechan.
Aslan.
Okay, so Abraham, somebody is putting to big views is still for testimony that's loaded in red Torah. That's when with each other. What was found. I'm saying that in the rabbi, I'm a rabbi. The reason rabbi is rabbi. I give you, I'm not rabbi's rabbi. Rov is so. Ve'en adam masim atzmo rasha. A person is, want to stay close, related to himself, and he does not, in his self-testimony, usually would not put himself in a negative situation. Okay? Okay. According to Vishani Edusha, Dakhilarana, there is a difference starting testimony for the woman because the rabbis made lenience. Rabbi Menashe, Barman to Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Menashe must be following the view of Rabbi Yehuda.
So the machlokes is the Yosef will permit someone who testifies at in court or is puzzled because of a rabbinic rule, like a gambler.
Right,
But
but
Yosef would accept him,
except his testimony would not.
and that's second kula. Echad is one kula, and the second kula is someone who's puzzled either on rabbinic or
And Rabbi says, it's when he says, I'm with Vata, but now we elsewhere. I'm already said the Rabbi, I still yes, we have an incident, okay, with regards to robbers, it went killed, okay, is that the
killed by Hesden.
okay, well, wife, I killed her husband. Okay, I'm saying, and what happened that he see as and they permitted wife to marry. Okay, so in that situation, that would say that the line is the person kidnapped, but later than there is ransomed or rescued, it's one of the other persons kidnapped with the one in different situation. He would not be kidnapped, would not be testifying that I was the who killed him per se. I was if you test for son